So that was your first pin for Pinterest. You could see it there. I told the authorities, they did nothing. And that's your first pin. You can see it's in line with this design here. And hopefully, unlike me, you'll not have a sort of mishmash of different pins. You will have a nice, very nice sort of trending theme there. As you can see, it's sort of starting to, the themes sort of starting to get in with it. So let's hope I continue that way. Yeah, so now we've covered quite a lot so far. So we've done, your boards, your profile, a bit of SEO, why you should, detail every board. You should have your website on. And next I'm going to talk to you about groups. Now for me, this is where the bulk of my traffic comes from. I've got 36 boards. I can say that about 12, 13 of those boards are my own boards that I've put on a few pins, keep putting on a few pins. How to better yourself, dating and relationships, mental health, laughter and humour, and so on. They are me that puts on things that I like. However, blogs we love, stop the hate, creativity, mum, foodie life blogs, family, they're all group boards. And they are boards with massive, massive potential traffic to come your way. I'm lucky. I have a sort of a network of people that are involved in group boards with a humongous amount of traffic. I did have to start off looking for them, and I will say the best ever tool that I've found for this is PinGroupie. And PinGroupie actually tells you how many pins the board has, how many collaborators the board has, and how many followers, and how many likes and repins it has, and the last crawl. So this is a really, really good tool, because you could sort of get the ideas of which group boards you should be applying to and which you should be not really that bothered about. So for example, say you were looking for design boards, and you should order it by pins, descending. You don't need to put a title or a description in, just look for the top pin boards, and there we go. So there's, for example, inspirations. And it tells you 27 repins, 9 likes, and so on. And this is a really, really good tool. Really good tool. Just shows you all the sorts of fabric and textiles, for example. We'll have a look on that. A 3.2k pins, 4.2k followers, and 198 collaborators. And if we look here, yep, we can see that this is pretty active. Someone's just repinned that 3 hours ago. It's always good to check out how active a board is before you join it. My Stop the Hate board, that was really, really active, and I asked to join it, but it was dead by the time. I never actually checked how active it is. So it's a good idea to click on a pin and see if it's been repinned or if it's been commented on or so on, and you can see this is pretty active. So yeah, and that's how you do that. You look for example, me, I'll give you an example. If I was looking, I would look for maybe all, and I put in dating and filter, And there we go, dating and relationship, dating Miss Millionaires. Let's click dating and relationships. There's dating Miss Millionaire. Quite a few lewd photos on there. If you look at this picture. So this one, 8 days ago. So this is fairly active. I wouldn't exactly say this was the best active board. And there's, I mean, look at this. This is a super duper active board. It's got 9.5k repins. That's 9,500 people have repinned that, with the potential of going to the BuzzFeed site. And that was 13 weeks ago. So that person there, or that board there 2 weeks ago, not very active. Not very active at all. So it's good to keep an eye on these. And 1 hour ago, this is a super active board. If you could see, 1 hour ago. And they're from 2 different people. So dating and relationships, that's 3.5k pins, 5.6k followers, and 119 things. So it's always good to get on boards of your niche. So it's also good to, you could probably see that this person is eGame Boss. So I would highlight that, click it into your browser like so, and it should come up. Okay, so this is the man here. Go onto his profile and just, if you want to get on his website or his board, you give him a message. You send him a message. You have to follow him first, and he has to follow you. But you know, a lot of boards, they have email addresses or contact details if you actually want to get on their board. But that is a really, really good traffic builder. And also, you'll find if you start to become popular on Pinterest, like me, my profile is starting to become pretty popular, I'm actually getting invited to group boards. So I mean, look, if you look at all these are group boards, and about 6 of them have been invited to, and I've not actually asked to be on them. And they just keep linking to me. So that's good though, because I get lots and lots of traffic from there. So yeah, I hope this has been informational, and thank you very much for listening. Thank you.